What I miss? Let's find out. DC Comics has announced Bruce and Selina's wedding date, and I am fucking stoked. So a bit of a heads up here. When they say wedding date, what DC actually means is that the date that the comic that the wedding is going to be in has been announced, which will be July 4th of this year. And just to let you know, readers, I am fucking ready. I got my invite in the mail. I RSVP'd 3 months ago. And I know there's going to be a buffet at the reception, but I still chose to get a steak dinner because why wouldn't I get a steak dinner at the wedding of Selina Kyle and Bruce fucking Wayne? Of course, you know that before then, DC is going to be releasing issue 0 of DC Nation, which is coming out May 2nd, which is 3 days before Free Comic Book Day. And basically that story is going to be about how the Joker finds out that, you know, his ex is finally moving on with his life. Which you know is going to cause him to be the most messiest bitch in the ball and try and crash that wedding harder than Owen Wilson can say, wow. Like, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if he showed up to the bitch blasting,
hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you.
So if Gary Gray of Straight Outta Compton and The Fate of the Furious has been tapped on the shoulder to do a Men in Black spinoff, because that's necessary. Now, to give Sony credit, I am glad that it's a spin-off and not a reboot of the trilogy or a continuation. Because while I do admit that Men in Black 3 could have been a hell of a lot better, it did do a good job following the trilogy rule and wrapping things up by going full circle to the first one. And from what I've seen, this new movie won't have either Tommy Lee Jones or Will Smith. They're pretty much only making this movie to hold on to the movie rights. Also because, you know, they realized that Jump Street crossover was a horrible idea. And if they can get great for the project, then more power to them. With his success with Compton and both the Fast and the Furious franchise, he clearly knows what he's doing. It also means more black directors doing comic book and sci-fi and fantasy stuff, and I will never not be here for that. So Universal's animation studio Illumination worked out that deal with Nintendo apparently, because we're finally getting another Mario movie. As expected, the movie's going to be co-produced by Shigeru Miyamoto, and also as expected, the deal is only for one movie. Which, if all the news reports leading up to this announcement are true, Nintendo is going to be watching this very closely to make sure that things are staying on track. Now, I've already made a video about my thoughts leading up to this moment, but I will say that I'm definitely proud of Nintendo for deciding to put another foot back toward Hollywood. And because they're just as protective of the property and willing to make sure that they get it right the first time, I'm pretty anxious to see what happens. DC fans are raising money to send school kids in the Bronx to go see Black Panther. And this is the only DC-related Black Panther news story I'm going to be talking about, because in regards to the other one, I don't have time for this. Apparently this is only one out of a collective 100 campaigns called the #BlackPanther movement that's already raised about $100,000, of which one of the participants is currently my favorite black mom actress, Octavia Spencer, who's buying out a theater in a town in Mississippi so that, and I quote, all our brown children can see themselves as a superhero, end quote. This is why this is important. And even after all this, if you can't see why this is important, then and speaking of which, the first trailer for Sony's Venom movie might be attached to Black Panther. Yay! Apparently the trailer has been officially given a PG rating and is slated to premiere 2 weeks from now. More than likely lining it up to be attached to Black Panther. So I'm gonna get this out of the way now. For anybody who's genuinely looking forward to this film, I'm happy for you. For everyone who's curious regarding my thoughts, I think how I introduced this news story sums it up pretty well. It's not because I don't like Tom Hardy, but I truly believe that Sony trying to mooch off of Marvel's current use and success for Spider-Man in order to branch off their own associated universe attached to the MCU is going to end up biting them in the ass. Also, I hate the symbiotes and I don't think Venom can hold his own movie. So there's that. Anyway, readers, your homework assignment for the day. Write in the comment section below any news stories you thought I might have missed if you want to see them in next week's video. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and every other Friday. But until then, this is Readus 101. Class dismissed.